All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey. Switch it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Yes.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Go. Get it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready up. 56. Check 56. Here we go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha, 30 base.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators. 56. Go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Hey, Orvin.
I'm coming after you. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now.
Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Ready.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Good.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Pat Shurmur, he's going to roll the dice. His guys are going on 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Complete to number 26.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, Haskins. And this is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And finding Keelan Cole. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keelan Cole, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Let's go. Hey, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a gain of 4.
15 line. 15 line.
Mike, 56, right?
Hey, Delta.
56. Let's get the ball.
Go.
56. Mike's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch the twins.
Now.
On second down now, Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
X3, 218, chop.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. It's caught by Coleman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones completes it to Coleman. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Slam.
Look at me. Zip.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Third down, here's Haskins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Barkley pushing his way through. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball set.
He's got a man, complete. 30, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey!
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Yeah.
To throw again, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Set.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. Go, go. Switch gears.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready. Go to base. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Watch the whip. Check 3.
1st and 10 at the 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Smooth. Check 24. Check 24. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got it.
Hey.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
Shoot.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Get it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So second and 6 forthcoming. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Yeah.
On second down now, Barkley. A gain of 13. It's a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Williams. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They run with Collins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Jones operating from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Rosas' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On first down, it's Haskins. He's got a first down and more past the 30. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? Read.
6, right there, 56.
Quick, Stoney, travel.
Quick edge. Come. Showing it.
Let's go. Let's shoot.
Again, it's Barkley.
No.
And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready? 2. Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And your Redskins first down.
That's track. Watch the shit.
On first down, here's Love. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 99, check 99.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
3 down, 3 down.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.